Hello everyone, welcome back to the online classes of financial management. In our previous class, we have discussed about the concept of profit maximization, and there we have also studied about the limitation of profit maximization. Among those points, there was one point which was saying that profit maximization ignores the factor time value of money. So what is time value of money is our today's topic. Our topic is time value of money, which is the most important, or we can say it is the foundation of financial management. It is like if we are going to speak English, the basic need is ABC, or we can say the grammars. Likewise, if we are going to study financial management, this chapter time value of money is the basic or foundation of financial management. Okay. So, let us come to the topic time value of money. It is written that the money received today is worth more than the value of the same amount of money received tomorrow. What is it written? That if I am paying you 100 rupees today, okay, if I am going to pay you 100 rupees today and the same 100 rupees I am going to pay you, but after 1 year. So, I am paying you 100 rupees today, also the same 100 rupees after 1 year. Which one you are going to pick? Obviously, you all are going to pick this 100 rupees that I am going to give you today. Why? Because you know the value of this 100 rupees I am going to give you today have more value than this 100 rupees which I am going to give you after 1 year. For example, suppose I have 1000 rupees, okay, and this is 2020. For example, wheat, a kg of wheat is pricing 20 rupees per kg. व्हीट का प्राइस अभी कितना चल रहा है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल 20 रुपीज़ पर केजी. वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग इन 2021 द प्राइस ऑफ व्हीट is going to be more than 20 or less than 20? Obviously, we expect a inflation or a price rising or price hiking in the price of wheat. So, suppose for example, it is going to be 25 rupees. Likewise, in 2022, it is going to be of 30 rupees. So, when the price was 20 rupees per kg and I have 1000 rupees, how much amount of wheat I am going to buy? The capacity or the buying power of the money is how much? 1000 divided by 20. This is how we are going to calculate. So, this is, we can say that 50 kg. Likewise, if I am going to buy the same with the same 1000 rupee in 2021, I am going to buy 40 kg, and ultimately here if I am going to buy, it will be like 33 kg of wheat. So, we can simply see that with time the buying power of that money or that 1000 rupees note is declining. It was 50 kg of wheat today or this year, the next year it is going to 40 kg, and the next year it is going to, we can buy only 33 kg. What is the volume? It is showing us the value और the buying capacity of any money. So, एक नोट है जिसमें कुछ रुपीस का नंबर लिखा है 1000 रुपीस 2000 रुपीस and there was the signature of Reserve Bank of India's governor, then we are saying that this is a money. Why? Because that is not very similar piece of paper. This is different because we can show the or we can give the paper to a shopkeeper or anyone and we can exchange what we want. If I will give a piece of paper which was written as 10 rupees on it and I am going to buy anything that is of worth 10, then I can say that that piece of paper has the value of 10 rupees. Okay. So, we come to know that what is the value of money. Next is how it is going reduced or it is reduced over time. So when I am buying 50 kg of wheat today, that means my family capacity or my family needs 50 kg throughout the year. So also in 2022 I also need 50 kg. Okay. Suppose for example take it as 33 and in 2025 this reduces to 25 kg of wheat. Okay. So if my family members are not going to be changed, then the 50 kg of wheat also going to be purchased here, also same as 50 kg. So but I am only able to pay 25 kg, half of wheat what I required actually. So if I am going to buy 50 kg of wheat today also in 2025, then what money I required? I should take 2000 rupees with me. So the value of 1000 rupees in 2020 changed to 2000 rupees in 2025. आप लोग सबने सुना होगा कि योर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स मस्ट हैव सेड कि हमारा बचपन में 5 रुपये में चिकन या मटन का केजी मिल जाता था या फिर तब प्राइस कुछ यूं हुआ करता था. सो व्हाट वाज दैट? विथ टाइम प्राइस गॉट चेंज्ड, the value of the money got changed. So this is all about today's topic. So for example हम तो ये समझ गए कि अगर टाइम हम आगे आगे जाएंगे तो इन्फ्लेशन होगा, अगर हम पीछे की बात करेंगे तो प्राइस घटेगा. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे पास 1000 रुपये है, ये है ईयर 0 मतलब आज का डेट, ये है ईयर 1, ईयर 2, ईयर 3 एंड ईयर 4. मान लेते हैं हर साल हमारा जो इन्फ्लेशन होता है वो 10%. तो ये जो 1000 रुपीज़ है ये ईयर 1 में मतलब एक साल बाद कितना हो जाएगा कि 1000 रुपये है तो उसके ऊपर 10% मतलब 100 रुपये, तो 1000 रुपये विल बी इक्विवेलेंट टू 1100 इन ईयर 1. लाइकवाइज इस पे फिर 10% हम चार्ज करेंगे जो कि हो जाएगा प्लस 110 मतलब 1210. द वैल्यू ऑफ 1000 विल बी इक्विवेलेंट टू 1210 एट द ईयर 2 और 2022 फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू विल से. लाइकवाइज इस पे हम फिर से 10% अगर इन्फ्लेशन लगाएंगे दैट विल बी आवर 1331. दिस विल गो लाइक ईयर एन. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to take a ratio of year 0, year 1, year 2 and year 3. Okay, so the ratio between year 1 and year 0 is equal to कितना है इसका 1100. So 1100 divided by 1000, it is going to be 1.1. Okay, so this is the ratio between this. Likewise year 2 and year 0 it will be 1210 based upon 1000, it will be 1.21. Same as year 3 based on year 0 will be 1331 by 1000, 1331. If we will mark that whatever the year 1, year 2, year 3 or so on, here is always a thing that it is 1 plus. 1 plus means more than 1. It is not 1, it is more than 1. So here in year 1 it is 1.1, in year 2 it is 1.21. 1 से भी बड़ा और इस year से भी बड़ा. So likewise if we will go like this to year n, it will go rising. It will always be more than 1. If I am going to multiply 1.1 into 1000, I can simply get the value of 1100. If I am going to multiply 1 1.21 with 1000, I am going to find this value. If I am going to multiply 1.331 into 1000, I am going to get this value. So now this value is simply stated in a table of this book. First of all, this is the book of financial management by Gupta and Sharma. You can simply prefer this book. So in the last page there will be a table called compounding factor. Okay. So this is the table. With the compounded factor there are two things. One is year, another is interest. Year will be symbolized as N, interest will be, or inflation will be indicated as I. Okay. So if you can see the next second page of CB table, when the I is 10, 1 is 1.1, in period 2 it is 1.21, in the year 3 it is 1.331, in the 4 year if we are going to calculate, that will be 1.464. Likewise, this table has simply calculated and put in this table. So we are not going to calculate this way to find this factor, it is already given here. So if we are going to find the value of this 1000 rupees after 10 or 12 years, for example in year 12, what value we are going to get of this 1000 rupee, मतलब ये जो 1000 रुपये है ये कितना वैल्यू में कन्वर्ट हो गया होगा. ओके अभी जो सारे चीज़ हम 1000 रुपीज़ में खरीद रहे हैं तब हमारे पास कितना अमाउंट होना चाहिए, so that we can buy the same volume of commodities. Okay, so we are not going to calculate this way, we are simply going to pick this table and we are going to calculate. So what we will do, we will come to, for example inflation is same 10%, we are going to pick the 10% I is our 10, and we are going to the number of years, that is 12. So here it is 12 and the value is 3.138. What is the value? 3.138. So we can say that the VN, value of the money 1000 rupees after 12 years is going to be converted as 1000 into 3.138, that is 3138. Is not it simple actually? So this is not something very theoretical, this is a very practical paper which we are going to implement in our day to day life also. आप सब ने सुना होगा कि हम बात करते हैं कि हम आज बैंक गए थे और फिक्स डिपॉजिट करके आ गए. ओके तो हम क्या करेंगे, फिक्स डिपॉजिट किए लेट्स से ऑफ 1 लाख रुपीज़, हम आज के डेट में 2020 ईयर में हम फिक्स डिपॉजिट करने गए 1 लाख रुपीज़. ओके तो बैंक इंटरेस्ट कितना हमको देगा, तो जो आई है और इंटरेस्ट जो है वो ही हर साल का हमारा इन्फ्लेशन हो जाता है. तो जो इंटरेस्ट है उन्होंने सपोज हमको बोला कि 8% इन्फ्लेशन हमको वो चार्ज करेंगे. सो नाउ कितने साल का फिक्स डिपॉजिट है, सपोज फिक्स डिपॉजिट का जो साल है वो है 15 ईयर्स. ओके तो 15 साल बाद मेरा ये जो 1 लाख रुपीज़ है 8% इंटरेस्ट के साथ बैंक मुझे कितना दे रहा है, तो वो हम चाहेंगे तो खुद भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस कंपाउंडेड फैक्टर टेबल. ओके सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, वी सिंपली नो that our V0 is equal to 1 lakh and our I is equal to 8%, N is equal to 15 years. What we are going to do, that the I, that is 8%, we are going to simply come down to the period of 15 number of years. Here it is period, this is interest. Okay, so in the number of year 15 years, the value it is written as 3.172. 3.172. The compounded value factor is 3.172. So we can simply calculate that our Vn, V0 is equal to 1 lakh. Vn means after the time duration what is going to be the value. So Vn is going to 1 lakh into 3.172, that is 3172 this much. आज का 1 लाख 15 साल के बाद बैंक हमको रिटर्न करेगा 3,17,200 रुपीज. क्लियर? सो हाउ टू राइट इट? So there is simply a formula. We have understood this, but we have to go with the formula. So we can write the formula as Vn is equal to V0 within bracket CF means compounded factor In bracket close. This is our formula for compounding factor. Vn is equal to V0 within bracket CF In bracket close. Okay. So we got Vn like V0 was 1 lakh and compounded factor with I of 8% and N of 15 years is 3.172 got multiplied with 1 lakh and turned into 3,17,200. हम अभी तक ये समझे सिर्फ कि इफ अगर हम साल के आगे आगे जाएंगे तो प्राइस क्या होगा 1 प्लस होता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा. अगर हम उल्टा बात करें कि अगर हम पीछे की तरफ देखें, हम आज हैं 2020 में, अगर हम बोलेंगे कि 1994 में अगर ये चीज़ हमको खरीदना होता तो कितना पैसा हमको ज़रूरत होता, तो सिंपली वी कैन से ऑब्वियसली आज के पैसे से बहुत ज़्यादा कम, क्योंकि 2020 से हम 1994 की बात कर रहे हैं. तो उसको हम अगर बात करेंगे तो हम बोल रहे हैं कि जो 1 का पैसा है वो डिक्रीज होता चला जाएगा. ओके, सो द प्राइस इज गोइंग टू बी रिड्यूस्ड, सो वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल दैट डिस्काउंटेड फैक्टर. So up to now what we have read means this was it, this technique is going to be called as our compounded technique. Okay, this technique is known as compounded technique, and if the reverse technique we are going to discuss will be known as our discounted technique, which we are going to discuss in our next class. I hope you all have understood this. Thank you.